What up, everyone? It's the Evil Collector back at you with a real quick top 10 Dragon Ball Z villains list I have. I put this together and I just wanted to make this video for all my subscribers that I've been getting lately. I appreciate y'all. I love the support y'all give me. Thank you so much, man. I love each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. I keep doing this because I enjoy this hobby and I enjoy y'all watching it, man, because that's what we do it for. We love the action figures. We're plastic addicts. So this top 10 is going to be Dragon Ball Z only at this time. I will do honorable mentions later on with GT and Super, but for now it'll be Dragon Ball Z from the anime and from the movies, which are the OVAs and the manga, but it's all Dragon Ball Z strictly. So we're going to go ahead into the top 10 and we'll start off with number 10. So let's go ahead and start this list. At number 10, we got the one and only Captain Ginyu, the leader of the Ginyu Force, who was in the Frieza / Namek saga. Cool little saga, awesome little anime they put with the manga and all that, and it was just a fun little series to see them show up to Namek and kind of like rain havoc until Goku showed up and put them on their place. And also it was cool to see that Captain Ginyu had the ability to change bodies, so he did that with Goku. It was pretty cool. It was something different, something fresh at the time, so I really dug it. And he's just a cool little character with all his little minions, which was Birder, Jace, Raccoon, and Godo. But Captain Ginyu, I had to put him on my at least number 10 because he was just a cool character at the time who I really appreciated when I was watching the anime at the time it came out, I think in the late 90s. So yeah, so Captain Ginyu is number 10. Let's go to number 9. At number 9, we have none other than Turles, who was a new release from the SH Figure Arts. And Turles is from the Dragon Ball Z movie Tree of Might, which is a really cool movie. It's a movie before Goku even turned Super Saiyan. They were just basic power levels, and all the Z fighters were in it. I want to say Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, Krillin, Gohan, Piccolo, whatnot. It was just mainly the Z fighters, and it was a cool movie, you know, based on this tree that Turles planted, or the seed. He planted the seed on Earth, and this tree just grew like outside the Earth atmosphere, and you were able to eat this little like a fruit, and it gives you these OP powers for unlimited time. Cool concept. I recommend the movie. It's pretty cool. Just don't expect no Super Saiyan shenanigans. But Turles is number 9. Let's go to number 8. At number 8, we have none other than Vegeta, the Prince of Saiyans. And before everybody flies off the handle in the comments and tells me, oh, Evil Collector, he's a good guy now. Yes, I know that, but in the Saiyan saga, he was a bad guy. He came to Earth with Nappa to destroy it and wipe it out and sell it to Frieza, from my understanding. But it didn't go that way according to plan. But at the time, he was a villain, so he gets the nod as a villain for me, which I love Vegeta. He's a really good character. I love him, but he's not my favorite. Of course, Goku's my favorite. Y'all should know by now. But he was a villain early in the Dragon Ball Z, and I had to put him on the list because I mean, he had evil intentions at the time. So Vegeta will be number 8 on my list, and let's go to number 7. At number 7, we have none other than Janemba. And Janemba is from the Fusion Reborn Dragon Ball Z movie. I want to say it's number 12 on the list and the Dragon Ball Z OVAs. And awesome villain, super OP until, you know, Goku and Vegeta defeated him with the fusion. But yes, this is the Dragon Stars version of him. We're all waiting for Figure Arts to release a Janemba figure because it's going to be badass when they do. And I'm so excited for that. But for now, we got the Dragon Stars version of Janemba, which is not bad at all. Articulation's good. It could be better, but it's Dragon Stars, what you expect for a $20 figure, which I'm not complaining about. A little, but it could have been better. But Figure Arts, when it comes out, is definitely going to blow this one out the water. But Janemba is number 7. Let's go to number 6. At number 6, we have the one and only Super 13, or known as Android 13, with the absorption or fusion of was it 14 and 15? But Super 13 was a great figure. It's from the movie Super 13 or Android 13, which is these three androids that attack Goku at a mall, and then they start fighting and yada yada yada. You already know the business. He absorbs the other two androids that get defeated by Vegeta and Trunks, and he turns into this OP creature looking all blue and all that, just super OP. Great movie. I recommend people check it out if you're a Dragon Ball fan. Definitely good. But yeah, so Super 13. It'd be nice if the Figure Arts came out with a version of this one. This one is actually from XIII Labs, which is back in the days. I think XIII Labs was a company that made these movie collection figures, and I still kept this one because he was just so big and OP, and I mean he just looked so cool and bulky, just like in the movie. Man, he was like overdrawn. He like overpowering the characters. I mean, our Z fighters. And well, yeah. Anyways, Super 13 is number 6 on my list. Let's go to the top 5 of the Evil Collector's top 10 villains of Dragon Ball Z. So here we are with the top 5 of the Dragon Ball Z villains of my list, and number 5 is definitely Lord Cooler, who's Frieza's older brother, who didn't appear on the manga or the anime, only on the movies or OVAs. And he was such an awesome character. I hope Figure Arts come out with his first form, which was actually really cool too. But this is his final form, looking awesome and menacing. And that movie, Cooler's Revenge, I highly recommend it. One of my top 5 Dragon Ball Z movies. He was just so cool at the movie. He beat the living crap out of Goku until Goku turned Super Saiyan, of course. And then we all know what happens after that. But yes, this villain Cooler is definitely number 5 on my Dragon Ball Z list. Let's get to number 4. Here at number 4 of my top 10 Dragon Ball Z villains is none other than Majin Buu, the real original Majin Buu. Because there were so many transformations of him, but this is the definite one that caused chaos and catastrophes and had no emotions. All he knew was just to kill. And great saga. I thought he was a cool looking villain when they first came out, or when I first saw it, because it was already in Japan. I didn't see this Dragon Ball Z anime until it came to America, but he was an awesome villain. I was so excited to finally see him in the cartoon or the anime, and he was just awesome and super OP. He was extremely hard to beat. It took a lot to beat him, and I'm not gonna give away the ending until some of y'all are watching it, or if y'all already watched it, y'all already know what happens. But yes, Kibu is definitely number 4 on my list. Let's get to the top 3. Rounding off number 3 on my list is none other than the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Awesome figure. The Figure Arts knocked this out the park. This is the first edition of it. Great villain. Check out the movie. It's a Dragon Ball Z movie called The Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I highly recommend it. It's probably really high on my list. Maybe number 1 of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movies. Such an awesome OP character. When he was introduced in the movie, it was so cool. You know, he was just like this kind of not scrawny looking guy, but he was a completely, you don't judge a book by its cover kind of character, because he was stupid power. He was born with the power level of 10,000 as an infant, and I think 1,200 or 2,000 was like the most as an infant being born. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yes. This dude was such an awesome character. I kind of don't like the way Dragon Ball Super went the route with him, but that's just my opinion. I prefer this menacing, evil, diabolical Saiyan. Just has no control of his powers and just causes havoc and panic throughout the universe and the cosmos. But yes, Broly rounds out number 3 on my list. Let's get to the top 2. At number 2 of the Evil Collector's top 10 Dragon Ball Z villains list is none other than Lord Frieza. Such a pivotal character in the Dragon Ball Z manga, anime, saga, whatever you want to call it. He was the villain in all of it. It was just so cool how the Namek saga built up to get to where Goku and Frieza finally fought, and well, we all know what happens after that. But Frieza is such an awesome character. He's a very important villain, if you ask me, in all Dragon Ball Z. But he's not my favorite, of course, but he is definitely, I give him the nod at being the most important villain in all Dragon Ball Z. And that's Lord Frieza. He's number 2 on my list. and we're finally getting to the end. Number 1 will be revealed very soon, but let's go ahead and get some honorable mentions coming up next. Here are some honorable mentions that are not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball villains that kind of influenced us as being some very cool villains for what they were in GT, Dragon Ball GT, which we have Omega Shenron that has all the Black Star Dragon Balls in his chest. He absorbed all of them and became this OP character. And then we have Super Baby, which was one of the sagas in Dragon Ball GT where this alien baby, he was invented by this scientist, this doctor, and he absorbed Vegeta's body and turned to this psychotic form, who was actually a very cool character design at that time. Awesome, guys, but these are definitely honorable mentions for Dragon Ball GT. My second honorable mention are 2 villains that were from Dragon Ball Super, which were Goku Black and Zamasu. Awesome character villains. I enjoyed that saga. I mean, the Tournament of Power was awesome too, but the Dragon Ball saga for Goku Black and Zamasu were awesome, and I recommend that little saga. It was pretty cool, featuring Future Trunks. He comes back to our time, and these villains are causing chaos in his time. But yeah, definitely a little bit of honorable mentions. Again, I want to give a shout out to the Dragon Ball Super villains, Goku Black and Zamasu. And number 1 on the top 10 Evil Collector's Dragon Ball Z villains list is none other than Perfect Cell, which is my favorite villain in the whole Dragon Ball world. And I'm sure everybody has their own favorite and whatnot, but for me, Perfect Cell was so cool. I thought that saga from Future Trunks all the way to the androids, all the way to Imperfect Cell, all the way to Cell Games, to the very end of Cell Games was such a great arc and written so well for the time it came out, for being in a 90s anime. Perfect Cell was just such a cool villain that you had to raise your levels to an extreme, which, and of course, we know what happened at the very end of him. But yes, Perfect Cell is my all-time favorite villain, and he's number 1 on my list. Comment below, let me know what y'all think of this list. If you want to give me your top 10 lists and put on the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. I'd like to know what y'all think about these. Like I said, this is my top 10. Let's all share our thoughts in this, and keep collecting figures. And like I said, I do love collecting them. I appreciate everything y'all do for me, and I'm gonna keep pumping out more videos and content for y'all. Smash the like button, hit the notification bell for more content coming out. I'll be doing some more obscure top 10s as we go on. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your support, guys. Take care, and Evil out. Hey guys, it's me, Goku. Like and subscribe to the Evil Collector channel and hit the notification bell for more Super Saiyan content.